over here is my cameraman. Wherever he's facing is the camera's direction. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let me get ready. Oh, hold on. It feels so weird. There we go. Much better. Whew, okay. All right. I see it started. Okay. Cool. Hello, everyone. This is Anderson. If you were here like 10, 15 minutes ago, we were having a talk show. If you're interested in talking, if you're interested in any games, talk show, something like that, go check out my Twitch channels, videos over there. But anyway, hello, Anderson's here. This is my podcast. Today we got a special guest over here named Nier. Today we'll mainly talk about he is the VRChat content creator on YouTube, and also his past experience of being kidnapped, which is really I would say it's an interesting topic to talk about. But anyway, audience, you can ask questions throughout the podcast, and if you are interested in this type of content, please go check out my other podcasts on YouTube. Links down below. So, without further ado, I will let the guest to introduce himself first.
Okay. My name's Nier. I'm extremely nervous. And, yeah, I'm new to VRChat and virtual reality as a whole, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm here using my, which I blew all my money on, which is my first high-end computer, and just very grateful that I blew all my money on it because it's been fun getting to meet strangers online with virtual bodies and whatnot. So, nice to meet
Yeah,
everyone.
it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice. All right, so let's get into the first section of the podcast, which will be talking about you as a content creator. So, would you like to talk about why you want to make a YouTube channel or VRChat? Like, what's the first initial intention?
Yes, my first initial intention of creating a YouTube channel be
Mm-hmm.
because I have a really proactive imagination. I'm always
Okay.
imagining ridiculous scenarios and things that would never happen in the real world. But in this
Okay.
place, I can actually act them out, and it's just so cool to be able to meet other people who feel the same way. I've learned about role players
Mm-hmm.
and even through this role play thing, I've learned about LARPers, which are like role play to a whole new
Okay.
level. But
Okay.
anyway, when I record stuff and I post it on YouTube, it's
Mm-hmm.
like I actually get to be a person or be this character that I'm really not because I'm nothing like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I get to
Okay.
pretend, and it's when I watch my videos, I watch
Mm-hmm.
them like I'm like a random person, like a stranger that's never seen them before. It's like even though I did it and I recorded it and edited it, when I watch them for the first time, I just feel like, super happy. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is crazy. I've never seen this, but this is great. And, I
Mm-hmm.
really do. I watch my videos all the time. I watch them
Yeah.
over and over again. And since I'm new, I don't really have many videos, so that just goes to show you
Yeah.
how.
Yeah, I know. No problem though. But yeah, I see. I see. Cool. I mean, so oh wait, so like, is there any YouTuber you look up to, like a role model?
YouTubers I look up to would definitely be Sultan Sketches. I actually just
Oh,
found him not too long ago. I'd have to say probably like maybe a
yeah.
month ago. And
Who's
I
that?
found
Would
him
you like
because
to?
yeah, Sultan Sketches is an awesome YouTuber. He started
Yeah.
years ago, but he deleted a lot of his old videos from his channel. And
Okay.
now he's getting pretty popular. He has over 300,000 subscribers, and he's been
Mm-hmm.
collaborating with a bunch of people. Some of them have over a million subs, the people he
Oh,
collaborates with. But he's a sketch artist YouTuber, which is interesting
yeah.
for me because I can't draw at all. I'm not good at it, and
Yeah.
I've never really
Mm-hmm.
watched a sketch artist YouTuber for him. No, no, there's all
Mm-hmm.
sorts of different YouTubers who make animations and sketches and stuff like that all over the internet, and
Yeah.
like a community of people. Just like there's a bunch of well, not a bunch. There's like a lot of people who do VR chat videos in here, and we're like our own separate
Yeah.
category, our community.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I mean, what things that make his videos stand out to you?
he just talks about himself, and That stands
Okay.
out to me because he's not pretending to be anyone else or pretending to be
Okay.
fake or acting different
I mean,
online.
how so? Like, isn't any other VRChat YouTuber just like the same? Like, they are there. Like, what?
Oh,
You know.
I suppose so, but I know I'm not. Really popular VRChat YouTuber
hmm
I know of is a guy named Drumsy.
Uh-huh.
Everyone, a lot of people have heard of him if they play VRChat. But I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, you really think that guy acts like that? I mean, of course not. It's him just having fun online. It's a persona. He doesn't really act that way. Like I don't
Yeah.
really
True.
act the way I act.
True.
On my videos. More
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Of
social
course.
in the real world. But with Sultan
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Sketches, he's just telling stories and being himself and talking about his experiences, and it makes it even more surreal because animating it so we can see it. We have something to look at while he talks about his past
hmm
experiences. It's different. It's different than hearing a story. He can make his stories
Yeah.
come to life and convey them in a way that we can't just because we don't have the talent he has, like drawing and whatnot. I wish I could draw.
Ah, I see. I see. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I can't draw it at all too. I'm a terrible drawer, by the way. But yeah. Hold up. So, tell me about what kind of content you create. How do you think your channel is unique, comparing to others?
Well, my channel is.
I know it's a
Um,
startup. I know it's a new startup,
I,
but feel free to talk
I
about
want to
it.
say I want to say that my channel is unique
Yeah.
because I I don't script anything. At least I haven't so far. It's just
Mm-hmm.
me running around being a goof and meeting
Yeah.
strangers that have never seen me before, and
Mm-hmm.
in this game VRChat, and I just assign them random roles. They'll have no idea what I'm talking about. I'll walk up to someone, hey, you're my buddy now. You're
Mm-hmm.
my grandma. You're my father. We're doing this. We're doing that. We're
Mm-hmm.
going on an adventure. And
Mm-hmm.
I just love how a lot of them just go along with it. They play along, they go along with it. They're hilarious. They're really good sports. And then
Oh, really?
afterwards, when I tell
Oh,
them,
that's a surprise.
hey, I recorded this. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
post it. Are you okay with that? Not only do usually all of them say yes,
Yeah.
then they give me
Okay.
really good advice afterwards and like really
Cool. Cool.
encouraging.
Cool.
Because I started
I,
doing
I'm
YouTube
surprised that
channel.
people like actually comply, like willing to do the things. I'm surprised.
Yes, I
Okay.
started doing it YouTube
Uh-huh.
channel, like I said,
Yeah.
because I wanted to bring my some of the things in my mind, my imagination to life, and be like, oh yeah, I'm this guy, I'm that guy. And
Mm-hmm.
cool thing is, even though that's why I initially did it, whenever I hear other people are like encouraging me or saying, oh, you did a good job, that's great, good job, buddy,
Mm-hmm.
it just makes me want to keep on doing it. And
Uh-huh. Yeah. True.
I
True.
love when
That's a
I love when I
motivation.
get comments. Comments are the
Yeah. I
greatest,
see.
especially for small content creators.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wish I can get any more comments later on. Hope I have no comments so far. Even my view is terrible. But anyway, I'm not talking about. I shouldn't talk about myself. Anyway, sorry. So, what's your plan for your channels?
Hmm. Yes, I had to set a goal for my channel. My channel's
Okay.
goal be to
hmm
collaborate with Drumsy someday, maybe, hopefully. And
Okay,
if I
that's
do
a
that
huge goal.
someday,
Oof.
that's a really
Okay.
big
Now,
goal.
like to do it, then how do you like to achieve the
I
goal? Like, what's the process between that?
met someone, and they told me that the only way that it's gonna happen is if I do something called networking. So, for instance,
Yeah.
this guy commented on my second video.
hmm
His name is Red Hawks. I don't know if you guys know who he is. He's a
No.
VRChat YouTuber that has over 30,000 subscribers, and he told me that I did a
Oh.
good job. So I
hmm
emailed him. I was like, you know
Yeah.
what? Maybe we should collaborate. I could really use the help. And he emailed me
Yeah.
back earlier today. I'm
Yeah.
waiting for him to email me again. He gave me
hmm
his contact information on Discord, so I'm really excited about that. But
Yeah.
let's say I do collaborate with the guy.
hmm
30,000 subs, and they'll notice me, and then maybe someone that he's friends with, or someone that has a mutual friend between him, or someone else that
Yeah.
knows him, and
hmm
Drumsy, or maybe one of Drumsy's friends, be it, then
hmm
boom, I have a small little thin web, an intricate web that
Yeah.
directly leads me, in theory, to Drumsy.
hmm
So networking is
Oh,
probably
okay.
gonna how I try to
Yeah, that
do
sounds
it.
that sounds actually pretty cool. Well, interesting
And not
enough,
giving
in
up.
VRChat, well, yeah, in VRChat, it's really easy to find mutual friend with a stranger, like literally. Like it's really crazy. Like when you find out that this stranger actually knows one of your friends on VRChat. Man, tell what that happens a lot to me now. It's really weird. Tell you what. But anyway, so far, what do you find difficult throughout the content creating process?
Uh, what I find difficult, I guess, is
Wait, what? Sorry.
I guess what I find difficult is to be consistent. Because,
Oh yeah, yeah. Talk about that.
you know, whenever I upload, I'm really
Mm,
excited about it, and I watch it, and I'm like, this is great. But after
yeah,
that, instead of, sometimes instead of like thinking of it as, oh, this is going to be so fun, I can't wait to do something else and go make a different
yeah.
video. A lot of times I
Mm-hmm.
found myself thinking like, oh, this is bad. So and so said they liked this video. This was really good. How am I going to make another
Yeah.
one that compares to this one? How am I going to make one that's
Mm-hmm.
better than this video? I have to make a video that's
Yeah.
better than the last video every single time I post the video, or at least equal to.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm usually
Yeah.
stressed out, but then again, I overthink everything. That's one of my problems. So I stress out
Mm-hmm.
over a lot of stuff I probably shouldn't.
Well, that happens to me a lot, but anyway. Ooh. Yeah, but so you say like so what do you mean like inconsistent? Like you so is it because you think too much you think to create a new video or just like being
What I
lazy or something
mean
like that?
with
Yeah.
inconsistency,
Yeah.
that some things in my videos, like
Mm-hmm.
if, again, I'm probably just overanalyzing or overthinking, but you pay attention to
Mm-hmm.
certain things, they're inconsistent with something else that I previously posted. So, for
Okay.
instance, a person
Oh,
will say
oh, oh.
something in one video, and then I'll post something else that contradicts that other thing in the other video. And there's just tiny things that
Ah.
I notice that after it's done and I
Yeah.
finish editing it, and I'm like, oh, I was too busy freaking out to do this part. I forgot that I was supposed to do this, or I forgot that this supposedly happened. No, I messed up. That's not good. Should I delete the whole thing and start all over? Oh my god, what do I do? But in the end, I just,
Uh
I get overwhelmed and I post it anyway, and I just hope that no one else notices. And again, I'm small. No one's really paying
yeah.
that much attention to me. No one's looking at me that hard. Even if they were,
Oh,
there's a chance they might not even see any of the mistakes that I make anyway, since they're so small. At least I think and hope they are.
yeah, maybe you think a little bit too much maybe. Oh man. So how are you going to solve this kind of problem? Like are you going to how to say? Like
My,
change your styles of editing or something like that
One of the things I
to make
want
the
to
whole
happen
things
is
more
to join a
yeah
YouTube group.
a YouTube group.
So,
Talk about that.
I want to find other YouTubers, maybe
Hmm.
join the group. We always post these videos together, or we do this together, and every now and then I post something, by myself on my own channel, but I'm part of a bigger channel, part of a bigger picture, a bigger plan, and that takes a lot of the
Oh,
stress and load off me. That's what I
oh,
want, but there's no guarantee that's
cool.
gonna happen.
Oh, this is my first time hearing this type of concept. Okay, it's more like what like people like maybe like new YouTuber come together and then like support each other or something like that.
Yeah, it's just I always I always thought, watching different YouTube videos. Of course,
Hmm.
you're young, you're growing up, or I'm sure every young person thinks the same thing at some point. Watching stuff,
Yeah.
because YouTube is a really big website. It's a really big platform, and you got to
Hmm.
find yourself sometimes watching a video and being like, oh, it'd be so cool if I could do this, or if I could make videos. But
Hmm.
whenever I would think about stuff like that, I always figured that I would be a part of a group. I'm not
Hmm.
really good at leading or doing things by myself. I'm more, gonna sound lame, but I'm more of a follower, I guess. I'm
Okay. Okay.
not that lame,
Yeah,
but
I
I
know. I
do.
understand that.
I would rather have someone else in
Hmm.
control or charge. In charge. I don't want to be in charge of.
Okay. Okay. Oh, kind of understand now. Ooh, cool. Like this is like my very first time hear about that. Cool. Okay, I might go check out it too because I also need. I maybe need that too. But who knows?
They're out there. You just
So,
gotta find them. They have to trust you. They want to know that you bring something to the table. You're not just freeloading off of
ooh.
them, and that you can support the group.
Oh yeah, talk about that. Yes, true. Okay. So, as a VR chat content creator, what type of VR chat videos you hate on YouTube or maybe even on Twitch?
Yes, I hate the VRChat videos that promote, you know, bullying. And I'm not saying they're videos like that. It's just that some compilations or things I've seen takes like audio from different places or vines, and some of them I find offensive, and they put those
Really?
on. Yeah, but then again, I find a lot of stuff offensive, but I don't tell anyone or voice it. I just keep it to myself.
Would you like to
I'm
talk about one of that?
well, I don't really like inappropriate language all too much, but
Oh,
I mean,
nah, it's okay. The part in the past podcast we've been drinking, we've been talking, cursing, so it's okay to do it right now. Don't worry about that.
yeah, I mean, I'm not the person to swear or anything, or
Well, yeah, true,
I
yeah,
don't like,
true.
I don't know. I've been called been called stuff like
Mm,
oldest young person or the youngest old person because I guess I act like a prude sometimes. I'm
yeah.
way more overactive and overbearing. I know that my brother
Oh,
thinks
okay.
so too, even though he'd never admit it. But there's a lot of stuff that I don't like.
Yeah, true, true, yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
But there's no
Oh.
point on focusing on things you don't like. There's so much
Yeah,
other
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
that
yeah,
we
of
could
course. Yeah,
focus
you
on
want to
that
avoid that. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. True, true. Okay. Okay. So, what thing do you think you missed so far for your content or channel?
One thing that I miss, like one thing
Yeah.
I'm lacking in.
Well, yeah, something like that.
I have to think about it. One
Oh,
thing that I'm
really?
definitely lacking in is
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably be lacking in the amount of stuff I do in a timely fashion. I've been trying to at least I guess consistency again, it all comes back to that. I've been trying to at least post once a week. Then I'll see
Mm-hmm.
all these other channels and they'll be new too. And they're
Mm-hmm.
just so devoted to the subs they have. And they'll be like, we post every day, or we post twice a week, or we post. I mean, the fact that they have a schedule at all, it's just so cool to
Uh-huh.
me. But I know that if I made a schedule like that, I'd never be able to stick with it because, I don't know, I can't do it.
Yeah. So you want to be more on time? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yep. Like for instance, I did a Halloween video, and I couldn't even get it out on time. I waited last
Oh,
minute,
yeah.
and I kept on procrastinating, even though I kept on telling myself that I would get it out on time no matter what. And then I ended up posting at like 2 in the morning, or it was like 3 or 4 in the
Oof.
morning, and it
Oh,
came
okay.
out on November 1st and not October 31st like I wanted it to.
Oh, okay. Oof. That's a okay. Well, I think one tips like since I'm a media studies student, I mean, to have better effect, the time you post video should be should be according to normal people's lifestyle, like life time schedules, you know. Like let's say people watch YouTube 7 p.m. every day, something like that. You know, you want definitely want to post your video around that time to have a better effect, like getting more views and more subscribers possibly, something like that.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah,
Actually, I
well,
planned on doing that as well, but I was gonna wait till I was a bit more popular and I had to stress over little things. To be honest,
yeah,
I think one of the most fun things so far, one of the appeals of being a content creator for VRChat or
yeah,
YouTube or anything in general is because since I'm new, I don't have the pressures. And I can't really
yeah.
advocate the pressures or pretend like I know
Hmm.
what other people are going through. I'm not a celebrity or famous, but it seems
Okay.
like a lot of stress and a lot of weight on you, having everyone
Yeah.
expecting you to do something or wanting
Hmm.
something from you or
Yeah.
believing in you so much and give you more things and they stack on and stack on. I don't have
True.
any of
True.
those
True.
problems. I can kind of post whenever I want and do
Hmm.
whatever I want for now, and I don't have anyone, counting on me or, yeah, where's the
Yeah.
next video? When's the next video? So it's
Oof, that
pretty
would
cool.
be a practice. Yeah. Oof. Okay. So beside the collab with Drumsy, what's your ultimate goal for your channel?
Let me go.
Yeah, the final goal.
Yes, the ultimate goal would be me to become real friends with the people that I meet while doing the channel in the end. Not only will that make me,
Yeah.
yes, happy, but it'll set a good example for my brother.
Okay. Wait, when you talk about people, you talking about the people you collaborate with, or you talking about people you
Like
met
collaborate
throughout
with,
the?
people I meet,
Oh, okay.
anything having to do with the virtual world. they
Oh,
can
okay,
be
okay.
incorporated into my real life somehow. We
Hmm.
could talk
Okay.
on the
That sounds
phone
pretty
like
positive.
normal friends. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't figured
Yeah.
everything out yet. I'm still trying to figure it out as I go along.
True. True. Yeah. Well, me too. So don't worry about that. Okay. So, all right. Back to this topic. So, did you how did you get to know VRChat at the first place?
Oh, VRChat was actually recommended to me by my psychiatrist, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
Well, would
told
you
me.
like to talk more about that?
Sure, yeah,
Yeah.
he's pretty hip. He knows all about different stuff, and
Yeah.
he knows about cool things and music and Pokemon Go, which is the most important. And he
Mm-hmm.
said that he's seen this thing, VRChat, and
Mm-hmm.
he described it like a social place, being
Mm-hmm.
in a social environment, and he said that a lot of people who use VRChat probably have
Mm-hmm.
some form of social phobias in the real world, and a lot of them
Mm,
might,
true.
and
True.
it
Yeah.
might
He's
be
not wrong.
good to talk to them because we all might have something in common. And even if we didn't have anything
Mm.
in common, I would get the practice of speaking to other people openly. Like the
Mm-hmm.
reason it's
Mm-hmm.
so helpful, and the reason I'm able to do it in the first place is because I can speak to whoever I want here with full
Mm-hmm.
immunity, if that makes sense. No one knows who
True.
I am or anything about me, so really,
Yeah. Yeah.
there are
True.
real there are no rules that apply here besides the codes of conduct, which I'm following this
Yeah.
way.
True. Mm-hmm.
Way.
Mm-hmm. Cool. 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 So you play VR chat as a medicine, as a therapy. What happened back then? Like, what kind of problem you were facing?
Just not being able to connect with other humans.
Mm-hmm.
I sound like I'm an alien, but I don't really connect
Well,
with people. I don't understand why people do what they do. Even in my own
okay.
family, if my mom said that she'll bring me something, or if someone like my grandmother or anyone else says, I'll take you
Mm-hmm.
somewhere, don't worry, I'll take you where you need to go, or I'll drop you off, I still find it
Mm-hmm.
mind-boggling when I just sit down and think about it. Why they would help me and I'm not giving them anything in
Mm-hmm.
return, or why they're helping me if I'm not giving them anything really, really good, like I'm not offering anything amazing. Just helping me for
Mm-hmm.
no reason at all. But of course, I'm not dumb. Oh, they help you because
Yeah.
they care about you or love you and all that stuff. But I don't
Mm-hmm.
really understand it. And if I'm being
Okay.
completely honest, I think a lot of people don't really understand. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, and everyone does, like they say that
Who
they
knows?
do. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's so easy to say, I understand love. Or it's so easy to say to a family member or anyone, I love you. But
Mm-hmm.
do you
Mm-hmm.
really? Have you felt the emotion? Do you really understand it or know what it is, honestly?
Cool.
Because
That's cool.
I'm not going to lie, I'm being honest. I don't. Not very much. Not very well.
Mm-hmm.
There have been small
So,
moments where I do feel like connected to someone or I do love them.
mm-hmm.
And those moments are
Yeah.
amazing. They feel great. So,
Yeah, that's true.
I started going to talk to people and psychiatrists and therapists and stuff, trying to figure out if I could get that feeling back. Something I
Mm-hmm.
could back and keep, something that just comes and goes. Now, say so
Yeah.
from me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Is this?
what were we? What was the
Yeah.
question again?
Well, no, 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 you're on the right track. But like, is this because this is the whole thing? The whole problem occurs. Is this because the past experience like maybe something you experienced back in the days in school or something like that that triggers the whole things that you cannot talk to people, or just like a thing that develop throughout your life?
Really don't know.
We don't know.
I'm
Okay.
trying to think about it right now. I'm going back
Yeah.
and bring past experiences, trying to figure it out so I can answer you. So this
Mm-hmm.
podcast seems more interesting, but I can't. I really
No, no
don't
problem. No
know.
problem. No problem. That's
I've
understandable.
just always
Yeah.
been that way for as long as I can remember. But I remember it started getting worse when I became a teenager.
Okay. So like right on the time when your mind start to develop. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense at all. Okay, cool. All right. So since you play VR chat for therapy, then do you think VR chat actually helps? How does it help?
Oh wow. I think you're just asking me that for the sake of the podcast, but even you must know, of course it helps. Can't honestly say that it doesn't. It
Yeah,
allows
like I
people
wanna
who are
know about your feeling of. I mean, I wanna know about um your perspective of the game. like about the game.
Yeah, it,
So
it
like,
allows people who aren't anywhere near each other, sometimes people from completely different countries, to
yeah,
talk to someone. And the coolest part
mm,
about this place, that if you're ever
yeah,
feeling alone, sad, or
mm,
anything like that, you could literally just hop on your computer and strike up a conversation, because there's always a conversation to be had somewhere in this place. And it doesn't
mm,
matter what you look like, it doesn't matter where you come from, because no one can really
mm,
see you. You can
mm,
be whoever or whatever you want to be here, and they'll accept you for that because they have no reason not to. Yeah, it does help.
mm.
Practicing,
So,
training for being social.
oh yeah, okay. Training to be social. That's well. Do you think like do you really think VRChat help you to speak in real life? Do you think like does
Mm,
VRChat actually take effect on you?
Not yet,
Not yet.
because I
Okay.
haven't been here long enough. But I mean, I
Okay.
guess maybe sort of. I've talked to a few people on VRChat on Discord,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
I don't know how I can really explain this to you in a way that you can understand. But
Mm-hmm.
Discord isn't VRChat, so when I talk to someone on Discord, if I'm talking
Yeah.
on like a voice call, it feels different. I
Yeah.
feel wrong, or it still feels weird to me because I'm not in here and I can't see their avatar. But even though it
Mm-hmm.
does feel like that, I've still talked to them anyway, and the conversations have been kind of pleasant. Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
guess it is helping. Not talk to
Okay.
people
Okay.
directly in the real world, but talking on the phone is a start.
Oh yeah. Yeah. True. Talk about that. Nice. Okay. Okay. So, what have you experienced that worsened the whole your mental health? Like, would you like to talk about the whole story, which is the story about the time you were
Yeah,
being snatched?
I am being snatched. Yeah,
Yeah.
so uh, last year of September, I was kidnapped.
The what?
Uh, I was kidnapped last year of September, and
Oh yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yes, even though at first I tried to pretend like nothing was going on, it did take a toll. I haven't
Mm-hmm.
really talked about it, not even
Yeah.
to even to my brother really. I just
Ooh.
pretend kind of like it happened, or every now and then make a joke about it, but it did happen,
Ugh.
and
Yeah.
I don't know. I I don't know if I could wish that it didn't happen. I don't know if I would. I'm sure a lot of people say that all the time,
Mm.
so I don't know if you believe me. Oh,
Yeah.
if I could undo this terrible thing, I wouldn't because it's made me who I am. But I don't know. Sometimes I think those guys are lying. But with me, I really don't know if I would or not because
Really.
if I did, then I wouldn't even be here right now. And this is interesting. I'm in a virtual
Mm-hmm.
world having a virtual meeting interview thing on a
Okay.
podcast. That's
Yeah,
fun.
that's like really positive thinking, I would say, considering the terrible things you got. But would you like to talk about the whole story, like about how did you even get kidnapped?
Yeah, yeah, sure. So
Yeah.
pretty much, I always wanted to I always wanted a PlayStation, sort of,
Mm-hmm.
because I've always been Team Xbox. Team Xbox has always been my main
Yeah.
console, and I really
Mm-hmm.
wanted a PlayStation because
Mm-hmm.
I heard that a new Spider-Man game was gonna come out next year.
Okay.
So I was like,
Yeah.
oh wow, I need that. That's Spider-Man. I've got to have that. So pretty much, eventually, I actually did get the PlayStation, and
Mm-hmm.
really funny how this happened. I got it, obviously pretty early. I mm, got it in about July, and
Mm-hmm.
it
Mm-hmm.
was sort of great, I guess. And I realized that I got the PlayStation uh specifically for a PS4 exclusive, which was gonna be Spider-Man. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, it sucks waiting for it to come out. And then I started hearing about all these other games and started reading on forums. People are like, oh, PlayStation's amazing and has so many great games. They're all exclusives. PS4
Mm-hmm.
for the win. So I looked one
Yeah.
up, and one of the most popular ones was a game called The Last of Us. So
Mm-hmm.
I bought it, and
Mm-hmm.
I decided to play it randomly in the middle of the night one night, and did the opening story, opening game. I don't know
Okay.
if you guys know what The Last of Us is, but
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much
we
it's
do. I
like,
do.
okay, it's a post-apocalyptic survival action horror game adventure, if I had to
Mm,
describe it. And
mhm,
I was trying to protect my family. I played this character named Joel, I believe. He's a man,
mhm,
had
mhm.
a no wife and a daughter. I was trying to protect her, and long
Yeah.
story short, I got her killed. I think, I mean,
Mhm,
I don't think you can save her. I think she's supposed to die. But I tried my
mhm,
best, and then I freaked out. I guess I had a panic attack. So I decided that I was going to sell the PlayStation, and I stopped playing. So I was going to sell
mhm.
it. My goal was to sell it and save up money
Yeah.
so I can get a computer
Mhm.
someday. So,
Okay.
yeah, it was the first time I was ever trying to sell anything online before. Of course, the
Yeah.
first place I went was Craigslist. Then I was told that, oh, why use Craigslist? That's the old thing. Craigslist is old news. You can use something called Facebook Marketplace now. Everyone uses Facebook, and now that there's a marketplace where you can sell and buy objects, instantly on there, just like Craigslist, why not use that? So I
Mhm,
checked out Facebook Marketplace, and it seemed actually pretty cool, and I really like how it was set up and the layout. And I
mhm,
posted everything that I had on my PlayStation, all the games, everything. And I
mhm,
marketed it as a bundle. Like, oh, buy your PS4 bundle, great price. And I think I did a
mhm,
really good job setting it up. That was really important because I set it up myself and I put it on there myself. And pretty
mhm.
much people would message all the time, like, hey, I'm
True.
interested. But then it never went anywhere. Like, they never actually came to get it. Like nothing ever happened.
Mhm,
But this one morning, around September 14th, I was waking up and I got a message and I the phone, wondering what was going on, and it was this guy. And the guy said, "Do you still have it?" And I literally jumped up out of my sleep. I was so excited, like,
mhm,
finally! So I texted him back, and I'm like, "Yeah, I've still got it, man. You want to come get it? When can you get it?" That's what I said, and then he was like, "I'll
mhm,
come get it right now." I was like, "Oh." And then I was really in the middle of putting on clothes so I can message him back. And he sent a
mhm,
picture of him holding a bunch of money, I guess. And I don't know. I just
mhm.
thought maybe he was really narcissistic or something braggy. I
Yeah.
thought maybe he got paid or something, and he
Yeah.
was gonna waste some money on a video game before he had to pay his bills. Or I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm not really into people who flaunt their money around. I don't know.
Oh yeah, true. Of
Funny
course.
about that is
Mhm,
I am kind of into narcissistic people. I don't mean to be, and I think they suck, but
mhm,
something about those guys, how confident they are in themselves, it draws me to them for some reason. It was the type of people that I would opt to follow if I had the choice. So I was set on selling it to him, and I decided there was no point in
mhm,
going with someone else. But I was a bit nervous just because of the whole money thing. So I told my brother
mhm,
to stay. One of my older brothers, and he was gonna come with me, and it was
mhm,
gonna be good because I had him coming. Figured after we went, and we could go and we get a pizza or something. But I told him
mhm,
not to come. Then started changing my mind, and I was thinking about maybe telling him to come after all. But then he texted me again, and he said something like, I can't remember. It was a while ago, and I've actually honestly filtered out a bunch of this stuff. But it was something along the lines of like, "Hey, sexy," or "I'm on my way, sexy," or "Are you there, sexy?" Something like that. And then I remember
mhm,
just texting. All I said was I either said "excuse me" or "pardon me." Then he said, "Oh, sorry,
mhm,
wrong person." After that, I was like, you know what? I've completely decided. You're gonna stay here. I'll go by myself, okay? So I got ready, and then I messaged him, and
mhm,
I was like, okay, I have everything set up. I've completely wiped the PS4, so it's back to default settings and whatnot.
mhm.
He was like,
Normal.
okay,
Yeah.
perfect. I'll come to you right now. And I was like, okay,
Mhm,
how about we meet up at a different place, further away? It's a store. It's a really crowded area. We'll meet there, okay? Said yes, and that was a good
mhm,
sign for me because I figured if there was something wrong with him, then he would never meet me at a store or a public place. So
mhm.
grabbed all the stuff and I was headed out the door. And me and my brother were making jokes. I was like, "Remember, if I'm not back or I don't text you within the hour, that means I got kidnapped." And he was like, "Okay, bro, I know." And yeah, you
Wait,
already know
really? You
what
did say
happened
that?
after that.
You did say
Yep,
that?
that's exactly what we said.
Holy
But
sh!
we were making
Oh man,
jokes. It's just so strange that that's the joke that we said before I
that's
left.
that's so
So
So weird.
I
Fuck.
get there at the store,
Anyway, sorry.
and
Yeah.
cars all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Of the people, a lot of them in the cars, they're just watching me. Some random guy with a bunch of boxes and a lot of expensive things in the boxes too. So I
Hmm.
started to feel nervous, and I went off further to the side of the building, kind of away from all the
Mm-hmm.
cars in the area. Got over there just so no
Yeah.
one could see me because I don't know. I didn't thought maybe some of them were criminals or something. Didn't even know that by
Mm-hmm.
going
Mm-hmm.
over there
Sure.
away from all those people, I was actually about to be met by the actual criminals, and I was probably just being precautious for no reason. But I was over there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm messaging
Mm-hmm.
the guy, and I'm like, I'm here. I'm waiting for you. You're almost here. He's like, I'm almost here. He said he was almost here. It took him forever. He was almost 30 minutes late. And when he finally pulls up,
Mm-hmm.
uh, he pulls up he pulls up a little bit further away from me. I'm already like kind of off on the side already, away from everyone else, and he pulls up
Mm-hmm.
a little further from that, and then I'm just like, why didn't he
Mm-hmm.
pull over there? He thinks I'm gonna carry all this stuff to him. I hope he's gonna get out and get it. And then he just messages me, and
Mm-hmm.
he's like, okay, that's me over here. Come on. And I'm like, okay. So I start going over there to him.
Mm-hmm.
Halfway on my way over there to the car, I realized that I actually left some of the things, some of the boxes with the games and accessories and stuff in them. So I start to go back, and
Mm-hmm.
he rolls down the window and yells out, "Where are you going? What you doing?" I'm just like, "Oh, I left some stuff. Sorry, I went to go get it." He was like, "Oh, it's fine." And I'm like, "What do you mean? You're buying everything, right?" So I went over there and got it. He just sat
Mm-hmm.
there. I guess he didn't want me to leave again. I start going back in this direction again the second time, and I get over there to the car.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much, he tells me to get in. And I said, "What do you mean get in? Why would I get in with you?" He was like, "Well, see, we don't have any money right now, so if you just get in real quick, we'll head on over to the ATM, okay? And we'll go get the money from there, and then we'll drop you back off here or wherever you want." And I was like, "Oh, that's okay. You guys just go get the money. I'll wait here. It'll be
Mm-hmm.
fine. I can wait for at least like 20, 30 more minutes." Then I started to kind of get angry, and he pointed a gun at me and told me to get in. So I got in the back seat without really complaining or arguing with him. And I
Mm-hmm.
stayed back there for at least 10 minutes while he drove me around somewhere. I had no idea where we were going, and I was too busy looking out and looking at the scenery, trying to figure out which direction we're going. It isn't smart at all.
Mm-hmm.
What I should have been doing is paying attention to them. It wasn't just him in
Mm-hmm.
the seat and in the car. There was also a woman there. It was actually a
So
really
two
pretty
guys.
woman. Oh, yeah, two people. Guy that was
Okay.
driving the car and the lady beside him
Mm-hmm.
in the passenger. He
Okay.
was acting really weird. He refused to look at me or anything like that. I think she felt
Mm-hmm.
ashamed of what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really dumb of me to be looking outside trying to figure out where we're going when I have the worst sense of direction in my entire family. Even when I worked at a Sears place for a little while when I was an electronics consultant, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know where anything is at all. I mean, the Sears was literally down the street. I would still have to
Mm-hmm.
take out my GPS every single morning to figure out where I was going. And I still have to take out my GPS to go to simple places like the library that's literally down the street. You just make one turn, but I can't remember directions. I can't remember
Yeah.
places at all or anything like that. So I get
Mm-hmm.
lost very easily. So I guess maybe I was kind of freaking out. I want to say that I was
Yeah.
calm, but the fact that I was trying to figure out where we were going didn't make any sense since I knew that even if there's no chance of me knowing where we're going because I don't know where anything is anyway. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Trenton messaged me. Luckily, the phone was on silent when he messaged me, and I remembered it
Mm-hmm.
hit me. I said, boom, I have a cell phone. I forgot that I had a cell
Yeah.
phone while everything was going on because I was so freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
So I started texting him back,
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much he was like, what's going on? You haven't checked in. You're not back. Why are you going in the opposite direction? You're leaving the city. And I was like, you're not going to believe this, but some guys forced me to get in their car. I don't know where we're going, and I really need help. I'm trying not to freak out. But then he
Mm-hmm.
starts texting nonstop, and I can't keep up with him. And he's like, don't worry, I'm tracking you. I'm sending your location to everyone. I'm telling everyone. I'm telling mom. I'm telling everybody. I'm like, okay, okay. And I guess the guy driving
Mm-hmm.
noticed me texting, was watching me from rearview mirror. So
Mm-hmm.
he realized what I was doing. Yeah, he made me give him the phone and yelled at me, so I handed it up there to him without arguing. And
Mm-hmm.
he just started swiping through everything, freaking out. He actually started swerving and swearing, and he started deleting everything. He
Mm-hmm.
started deleting uh, contacts, and he started going to the messages on my phone and making
Mm-hmm.
it where certain people could not track me anymore. But he really didn't know who else could track me. He didn't know who was tracking me. He didn't know how to turn off tracking completely. He could only turn off individual tracking, which I let my family track me because I
Mm-hmm.
I like everyone to know where I am, just in case something like that were to ever happen in the first place, which is a good thing I
Dang,
did.
yeah.
So he turned
Mm-hmm.
everything off. He starts freaking out and pretty much threw the phone back at me
Mm-hmm.
with it. And I am just gonna say I'm gonna leave out a few details if that's okay with you, right?
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Okay, yeah, some things I don't really want to talk about, but anyway, he started freaking out, and eventually they started getting in an argument. Him and the woman. He wanted to
Mm-hmm.
kill me because he didn't know who all was tracking me, and I guess he was nervous about caught. She started
Yeah.
arguing with him, and I remember saying things like, "Oh, he's too young to kill. You can't just kill him. You got to think about this. That would be stupid. We didn't come to kill him. We came to take him." And everything else. I have no idea where we're going, and I'm just freaking out. I can't text anyone about it after everything
Mm-hmm.
else that's already happened. We've been
Mm-hmm.
driving for a while, and then all of a sudden, he just says, "All right, fine," and stops the car.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a random neighborhood. I have no idea where we are.
Yeah.
And gets out of the car and just appears around back, but I was too busy trying to reason with the woman to focus on what he was doing. I was trying to ask her why she was doing this because I could tell that she was uncomfortable with everything that was going on. She didn't want to do it. At least that's the impression
Mm-hmm.
I got from her and from the way she was acting. I was trying
Mm-hmm.
to appeal to her better half, I guess, which was pointless since I was completely devoted to the guy. I guess that they were together or something. And she
Maybe.
had mental problems of her own that I found out about later
Mm-hmm.
anyway. Out of
Yeah.
nowhere, the car door opens on my side, and I'm pulled out. And before I know it, I'm in the middle of the street in a random neighborhood, and
Mm-hmm.
pointing a gun at my face. And in
Mm-hmm.
my head, I'm 100% certain that I'm about to be killed. So
Mm-hmm.
I just start thinking about different things that I didn't do. These are my thoughts from what I can remember. I thought things like, "Oh, I'm about to die. All right then. Kind of sucks. I was gonna get to live a little bit
Mm-hmm.
longer. Maybe try to marry someone, possibly. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I wanted to have kids. Sort of. Kinda. I mean, don't. If I do die, then I'm gonna be around to tell stories about me. Not the way that
Mm-hmm.
they need to be told, anyway. So
Yeah.
I was just thinking about all the stuff I didn't do. I didn't beat that game that I was playing last week. I didn't 100% my achievement rate on Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. That was bad. I was really
Mm-hmm.
upset about that one. And I was just getting ready for him to shoot me, but then I started thinking about my mom and my younger brother. Thought about my
Mm-hmm.
mom first. I thought like if I die, then it's not gonna be good at all. Because if I get killed, he's going to try to find the guy who killed me. Does that,
Mm-hmm.
so she could end up getting hurt, which would suck. Or
Mm-hmm.
she'd end up going to jail. And I have other siblings that she needs to focus on and protect and worry about and take care of, so that would be bad.
Yeah.
And I started thinking about
Mm-hmm.
my younger brother. If I
Mm-hmm.
died, and I won't go into detail, but he would die, so to
Mm-hmm.
speak. So I don't know. Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. Started
Mm-hmm.
begging him. Said things like,
Yeah.
"Oh, please don't kill me. I'm sorry. I didn't see a thing. I won't tell anyone." I started begging for my life. Didn't want to
Yeah, I
die
see.
anymore. I had other
Mm-hmm.
stuff that I needed to do, the stuff that I didn't get to finish. I couldn't,
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't want to die. I just wanted to stay alive. So I
Mm-hmm.
begged and I begged and I begged. He was
Mm-hmm.
yelling, but I could tell that he was listening to me, and he looked me right in the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
When he did, I knew that he wasn't going to shoot me. I didn't know what he was going to do. Part of me thought he was going to make me get back in the car, and he was going to figure something else out, but he
Mm-hmm.
asked me to give him my cell phone, which I did, and then he demanded, while he shoved the gun closer to my head, that I give him the password to it. I could have just given him a fake password, but I don't know, it was in the heat of the moment, and I guess I was freaked out, so I gave him the real one, and
True. Yeah.
that, he told me to turn around, and he told me to walk away. Started turning
Mm-hmm.
around and walking away. Suddenly, went from, he looked right in my eyes, there's no way that he's going to kill me now. See that he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't plan on doing it to, I was wrong, he's definitely going to kill me. He wants me to turn around while he shoots me in the back when I'm far enough. So I started
Mm-hmm.
getting lost in thought, thinking about all the things that I could have done, all the things that I should have said to certain people, and I kind
Mm-hmm.
of just trailed off. When I came back to and I realized what was going on, I realized that he was gone. I heard the car in the distance screeching away. I was in a random
Mm-hmm.
neighborhood by myself. So after I
Yeah.
calmed down, I just went to the first house that I saw, and I
Mm-hmm.
asked for help. Some old guy came out
Yeah.
with mashed potatoes
Mm-hmm.
in his beard and told him that I was just kidnapped and dropped off here. Can I use your phone to call the police? So
Mm-hmm.
I did. Eventually,
Yeah. Yeah.
police actually weren't the first people I called. The first
Of
person I
course.
called
Of
was
course.
actually my mom. Then
Yeah.
I called the police, but by the time I did, I guess he already called them for me, so they were already on their way
Mm-hmm.
anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
After all that,
Mm-hmm.
took about 2.5, almost 3 weeks before they were finally found, and went to trial about 3 months ago. They're in jail now,
Oh,
both of them.
how long?
So, woman got about 5 to 10 years, just an
And
accomplice.
and the
Guy
boy?
got about, guy got 20 to 25 years. So I
Holy.
shouldn't have to worry. I shouldn't have to worry about them for a while.
Yeah.
Actually, to be
Shouldn't.
honest, if it
Yeah.
wasn't for that woman, then I wouldn't even be alive in the first place because she was the one who advocated for me to not get shot anyway.
Yeah.
So I kind of
Well,
owe her in that sense.
who knows
Even after,
what they have got in their mind? To be honest, damn. There's some really scary shit just happened. Excuse my
my
language
detective
though, but yeah.
says
Yeah.
that's fine. My detective says it was uh what did human trafficking, what it's called.
Really?
Even after everything that happened and everything went down with those guys,
Yeah.
I've never told anyone. I
Mm-hmm.
doubt anyone I know will watch this podcast anyway, at least as
Yeah.
long as I have anything to do with it. But the part of me that really liked it, not liking
Yeah.
getting kidnapped, but liking being in the moment, liking him
Yeah.
holding the gun
Oof.
in my head,
Ye-
kind of liked
Yeah.
it. After he did that, I started realizing that there are things that I care about, and I do have attachments to people and objects and here to my state, and there are things that
Yeah.
I care about. Even though it seems like I
Mm-hmm.
don't,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I feel nothing towards them, I guess I do care about them because when it really counted, and
Yeah.
my life could have been snuffed out literally in an
Mm-hmm.
instance, started thinking about those
Mm-hmm.
things, and that's what you hear. My life flashed before my eyes, or oh, I started having
Yeah. Stuff
regrets
like
of this
that.
person I never got to tell this to, or this person I love.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was just movie stuff, but truth.
That's
Started
actually
thinking
true.
about people that
Yeah.
I care about. So I'm
Mm.
kind of grateful to the guy that took me in a way, but I'd never tell him that.
Well, think about this. If there's like if the whole thing's the other way around, oof, that would be a total different story. But dang, it's oof. That's it gave me chill when you say you like he's the guy, he's the human trafficker. Like you are the final victim. Holy man, shit.
Yeah,
Like oh, that's not good at all. But yeah,
hopefully I didn't make things
thanks for your
tense.
well.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
hopefully I didn't make things too tense.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you have to how to say. Well, thanks to your cell phone. Well, thanks to your wisdom, I would say, man, you gotta lie. Oof, that's oof.
Like there
Think
is a
about if you
thousand different
didn't do it.
things.
Like, if you
A lot of
didn't
people want
like,
to keep telling me that it had something to do with God, that I was spared because of God, but
oh hell
I
no, I
haven't
don't like
believed
to
in
talk
that
about that.
guy in a long, long
Oof,
time. I think it was
oof.
just luck, probability.
It's luck.
There were
It's luck
multiple,
and
yeah, multiple different things that helped me stay alive. Me leaving my
yeah,
brother
true.
was a good choice because my brother's not like me at all. I can stay calm. He can't.
Mm-hmm.
He's a firecracker. That wouldn't have been good with a guy with a gun. Besides, if he did
Oh
come with
yeah.
me, then it wouldn't have been able to
Oh,
text me. And if he wasn't able to text me, the guy who
yeah,
took
things
me
would
wouldn't
be
have freaked
totally
out. And if the
different.
guy that took me didn't freak out, that means he would have never gotten to argue and gotten
Yeah,
into an
and then
argument with that girl.
you'd be the victim, one of the victim. Oof,
Everything
that would be
happened
bad.
perfectly for a reason, like dominoes. I don't think it had anything to do
Oof.
with magic
Yeah.
in the
Oof.
sky.
Glad you make it. Holy shit, that sound really weird story you got me. I mean, intense, I would say. Oof. But anyway,
I'm
for
sorry
the
too. I'm sorry
no
to
no no,
anyone
that's what I
who might
expect.
be
That's what I
watching.
expect.
No.
But
I'm
that's
sorry to anyone that
really
might be watching that's a Christian or religious or anything. The
oh
only
hell
thing I
no,
could say to
nobody
you
cares.
guys, the thing I could say to them
Hmm.
is that you spend your whole life focusing on what some magic man in the air thinks of you. It's going to affect your choices. I mean, sure, we have rules, and the rules need to be followed. We shouldn't kill
Hmm.
people. We shouldn't show people hate unnecessarily. We shouldn't rape anyone. However,
Hmm.
there are other
Yeah.
things that God says that you're not supposed to do. And
Hmm.
you guys really can't lie. You can say that, oh, I'm a so and so of God. I'd never do this. It's not in the Bible. But you know deep down that some part of you obviously wants to do some things that He doesn't approve of. If you focus on
Mm.
what some guy that you may or may not meet when you die thinks of, then you're not going to do what you really want to do. You're going to miss out on life. Of course,
Hmm.
I'm in no position to tell you guys how to think about your life or blah blah
Nah,
blah because I'm not really living mine too well either. But still, I'm not gonna let
nah,
that
you're
control what I
right.
do.
You're right. Not wrong at all. Not wrong at all. Oof. But good speaking. I would say good speaking. Oof. For the end of the podcast, do you have any words of wisdom for the audience over here, or maybe for me?
For the people watching, if there's anyone watching this at all,
Oh,
I guess my
there
words of
is. There is.
wisdom.
They are.
Yeah, I guess my words of wisdom to you guys be don't be too proud. I mean, not telling you to be like me. I'm not telling you to be a coward. I still have a long way to go and a lot of stuff to learn, but stuff that I've learned that's really important now, it hasn't been from my class or school or anything like that. It's been from people, not my elders, not my parents, my grandparents. It's been from normal people, strangers that I've met, really. They've taught me
Mm.
things that are really important for a person to know, especially a young person. So don't be so proud where you think you can't ask for help or you want to do everything by yourself. You should probably go ahead and take that advice the next guy gives you, especially if you know deep down that they're credible and they know what they're talking about. Because even if you're already a really good person or a really awesome person and good at whatever it is you're doing, you can always be better if you have help. Because two is better than one, right? Two people is better than one. More people the better. The more support you have, the better. Have a good support system. I do with my psychiatrist and do with my brother, and now I'm meeting people here. I couldn't be more grateful for it. So yeah. And as for advice for you, Anderson,
Oh,
I
hell
think
yeah.
advice I would give you
Hmm.
is be more confident. You can say that you're confident, but when I first met you, you
Really?
don't think very highly of your podcast. I can tell. Am I wrong?
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, it's a startup, so, well, I didn't
Yeah,
expect too
but
much, you know.
you do a really good job with it, and you ask really good questions. So be more
Well, thank
confident.
you. Thank you.
And
Hopefully,
even if you're
audience
not
will think the
confident,
same. Hopefully.
even if you're not confident, like I'm not very
Hmm.
confident, you can at
Yeah.
least pretend to be. That's what I do every single time I post a YouTube video. Pretend to be.
Fake it until you make it.
Yeah, pretty much. That's really good
Okay.
advice, I think.
All right, all right. I will do it. I will do it. No problem. But cool, nice, nice. Thank you though. So, all right. Thanks, guests, for joining here. Nier, great job for describe the whole story over here, and really thanks for that. You actually talk about the really weird and also intense story of your past. But and also thanks, viewer, take time to watch this podcast. No matter you are watching right now or watching it on YouTube, I appreciate it. Thanks for your support. I know this podcast is being delayed for maybe 2, 3 days so far, but luckily we have it today. So thank you guys, support me, and then make sure to check out other podcasts you like this one on YouTube and also on Twitch. Thanks, Meeps, be my cameraman for almost 2 hours. Really, really thanks for. But anyway, I will meet you guys next week.